Yo, what's the deal? What's the deal? It's your boy, who is Hendo, and we back talking sports. So, man, look, dog. Uh, I wanted to do my the top 25 players of the '90s. Well, they say the Plumbers was all in the '90s. That includes the '98, '99. That mean Kobe a plumber too. That mean Jordan a plumber. You know what I'm saying? Jordan played against plumbers. So, but that's what I'm hearing from y'all now. So let's do the top 25 players in the '90s. These are the five that missed the cut. Dan Marley, who was a phenomenal shooter. Say Dan Marley was an absolute sharpshooter during his years with Phoenix Suns in the 1990s. He averaged 15.5 points on 44.9% shooting in his 6 seasons with the Suns, but his production declined. He was a role player. Dominique Wilkins, who didn't even make the cut, he would have been made the 80s cut, the top 25 players of the 80s. But Dominique Wilkins, Hall of Famer, multiple time All-Star, Hall of Famer. Dominique Wilkins was a dominant player in the 80s and 90s, but his play declined near the end of the 90s. After spending 12 seasons, Atlanta Hawks, blah, 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 blah. Mookie Blaylock, who was a good point guard. He was a really good point guard for the Hawks. If you don't know who Mookie Blaylock is and you watch the 90s, I don't know why. Blaylock averaged 14.9 points, 7.3 assists, and 2.6 steals. Vin Baker on the Sonics, I believe, was oh my God. Vin Baker was another all-star. You know what I'm saying? Vin Baker was a dominant force in the 1990s. He averaged 18.1 points and 9 rebounds per game in 7 years with the Milwaukee Bucks and Seattle Supersonics. Glenn Rice, shout out to Glenn Rice. My mom knows Glenn Rice. He's from Flint. All-star as well. Glenn Rice is the most deserving of being in the top 25 players here. In his 10 years during the 90s, he averaged 20.6 points on 46% shooting and 40.8% from beyond the arc. It was his lack of defense. Yeah, Glenn Rice wasn't that great of a defender. Now we get to the top 25. We got Derek Coleman, Rookie of the Year, 94 All-Star. 18.8 points, 10.3 rebounds, 1.5 blocks per game. Derek Coleman was like, damn near, you know what I'm saying? He didn't work as hard, bro. His body and then some injuries, you know what I'm saying? Averaging a double-double during the span of 9 seasons is no easy feat, but Derek Coleman made it look easy with New Jersey Nets and Philly. He put up those numbers. He didn't care enough. Like I said, it's like he didn't work hard enough. He didn't care enough. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't stay in shape. What I just say, and the lack of effort on the court. You know what I'm saying? But if he put in the work, he would have been as good as any of those in the 90s. My cousin, Latrell Sprewell, shooting guard, 1990 set. I think he was better maybe with the Knicks, but that's just my opinion. 19.8 points per game, 4.5 assists, 1.7 steals, 4.3 rebounds, 43.5 field goal percentage. Yeah, if Sprewell had a veteran to mentor him or he had developed maturity himself, he could have easily been one of the best shooting guards to ever play the game. That's true. He had an anger problem, bro. I just be real with you. Chris Mullin, I believe he's a Hall of Famer. 19 points per game, 4.6 run TMC. Know y'all remember that. 19 points per game, 4.6 rebounds, 3.6 assists, 1.6 steals, 51.5% field goal, and 40% 3-point. 4-time NBA All-Star, 92 All-NBA First Team. Joe Dumars, Finals MVP, but he did that in the 80s. 1990 stats, 17.5 points per game, 4.4 assists. 1990 champion, 6-time NBA All-Star. and all 3-time All Defensive Team. Tim Hardaway, he kind of popularized that little left right crossover or right left crossover. Tim Hardaway was a dog, another All-Star. 19.4 points per game, 9 assists, 3.6 rebounds, almost 2 assists a game on 44% shooting. 5-time All-Star, All-NBA first team in 97. TMC. One of the most underrated players in the 90s. KJ. He's a fucking disgusting sack of you know what. If you go look at what I'm talking about. What he did in, you know what I'm saying, in a personal thing. But, well, player, really underrated, bro. 18.8 points per game, 9.3 assists per game, 1.5 steals. 3-time NBA All-Star. He was a dog. Go look at Kevin Johnson in his prime. Go look at his prime numbers, bro. My favorite Detroit Piston of all time, Grant Hill. I believe Grant Hill is in the Hall of Fame. I'm not sure, but I believe so. But in the 90s, 20.7 points per game, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 1.6 steal on 47% shooting. Co-Rookie of the Year, 4-time All-Star, 97 All-NBA team. Then you got Penny. Come on now, we know how cold Penny was, bro. 19, 6, and 4 on 1.9 steals and 47% shooting. 4-time NBA All-Star, 2-time NBA first team, 94 Rookie Challenge. You know what I'm saying? And some of the hardest shoes ever. Great facilitator, good scorer, good rebounder. Mitch Richmond, who averaged 23 points per game, I think in the 90s, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. See, I wasn't even looking at these stats. I just thought about it on the top of my head, I swear. But 23 points per game, 4 rebounds, 3.8 assists, 1.3 steals on 46% shooting. Are you getting how can I put this? Are you seeing what's happening? Most of the guards are shooting under 50%. You get it? Do you get it? Like, it was actual defense and physicality that was in these leagues at this time. 6-time NBA All-Star, 95 NBA All-Star Game MVP. Come on now. GP, one of the greatest guard defenders of all time, bro. One of the greatest defenders as a guard of all time. Maybe the greatest defensive guard of all time. 16.3 points per game, 6.8 assists, 2.3 steals. 96 NBA Defensive Player of the Year, 5-time NBA All-Star, 98 All-NBA team, 6-time NBA All-Defensive first team. The glove. Dennis Rodman, damn near the greatest rebounder of all time. Don't worry about the points per game. 6.8 points per game, 15 rebounds per game, 50% shooting. 4-time champion, 2-time Defensive Player of the Year, 2-time NBA All-Star, 6-time All-NBA first team, 7-time rebounding champ. Come on, bro. Alonzo Mourning. I'm just going down damn near like Hall of Famers on you, bro. Alonzo Mourning. I'm going down Hall of Famers or fringe Hall of Famers on you. 4-time NBA All-Star, 99 Defensive Player of the Year, 99 All-NBA First Team, 99 NBA All-Defensive First Team, 93 NBA All-Rookie Team. I mean, come on, bro. Reggie Miller, Hall of Famer. Come on, bro. One of the greatest two guards to ever live, bro. To me, maybe top 10, top 20, top 10, top 15 shooting guards, maybe. 21 points per game, 3.2 assists, 3.1 rebounds, 1.2 steals, 48% shooting, 40% from 3. 4-time NBA All-Star. Dikembe, another one. 12.9 points, 12, and 3 point damn near 4 blocks a game. 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, 5-time NBA All-Star, 3-time block leader, 2-time All-Defensive First Team. Come on, man. Shawn Kemp, who should have been better than he was, but once again, you got to stay in shape, and you got to, you know what I'm saying, 16.7 points per game, 9.5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1.5 blocks, 50% shooting. 6-time All-Star. Come on, Pat Ewing, Hall of Famer. 24.1 points per game, 11 rebounds, 2.7 blocks, 50% shooting, 8-time All-Star, 1990 All-NBA First Team. Clyde Drexler, Hall of Famer. Phenomenal player, bro. Phenomenal. They tried to compare him to Jordan, but then Jordan had to show him what's up. 20.9 points per game, 6.4 rebounds, 5.7 assists, 1.8 steals. 95 champion, 7-time NBA All-Star, 92 All-NBA First Team. And we just go down. John Stockton, 14.9 points, 11.9 assists, 2.3 steals, 51% shooting, 8-time NBA All-Star, 93 NBA All-Star Game MVP, 2-time All-NBA First Team, 7-time NBA Assist Leader. And then you got Charles Barkley, 22, 11, and 4 on 1.5 steals, 52% shooting. He won the MVP in the 90s, 8-time All-Star, 2-time All-NBA, and 91 All-Star Game MVP. Shaq, 27, 12, 2.6 blocks, 6-time All-Star, 6-time All-Star, 95 scoring champ, 98 All-NBA First Team, 93 Rookie of the Year, 93 All-Rookie First Team. Pippen, 19, 7, and 5, well 6, on 2 steals a game, 48% shooting. 6-time champ, 7-time All-Star, 94 All-Star MVP. 3-time All-First NBA, All-First NBA First Team, and 8-time NBA All-Defensive Team. Karl Malone, bro, 3rd in scoring all time, 27, 10, and 3 on 53% shooting. Won the MVP twice, 9-time All-Star, 10-time All-NBA First Team, 3-time All-Defensive First Team, and 93 All-Star Game MVP. The Admiral, one of the most underrated guys, bro. I got Admiral top 25 on my list. He closer to top 20 though. 24, 11, and 3 blocks. 99 champ, 95 NBA MVP, 92 Defensive Player of the Year, 8-time NBA All-Star, 4-time NBA All-Star, 4-time NBA All-Defensive Team, and 1990 Rookie of the Year and All-Rookie First Team. Then you got Hakeem, basically 24, 11, and 3, 51% shooting. 2-time NBA champ, 2-time Finals MVP, 94 NBA MVP, 7-time NBA All-Star, 3-time NBA First Team, 3-time All-Defensive First Team. And of course, you got the GOAT, number 1. Basically 31, 5, and 6 on 2.3 steals and 50% shooting. Come on, bro. Look at all these achievements. 6-time NBA champ, 6-time Finals MVP, 4-time NBA MVP, 7-time NBA All-Star, 2-time NBA All-Star Game MVP, 7-time scoring champ, 2-time NBA Steals champ, 7-time All-NBA First Team, 7-time NBA All-Defensive Team. Come on, dog. So you telling me all these guys I just listed, they all plumbers, right? Some of these guys went into the 2000s and was even more dominant. Shaq. People like what? People like Shaq. Shit. Scotty even had a resurgence a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like even Reggie Miller. He was still pretty cold in there. Alonzo Mourning was a little bit past his prime. Not so much, but he was still good though. He was still good. Dennis Rodman was a little past his prime, but GP, You know what I'm saying? He was still kind of good. But for the most part, the 90s, these was the guys. And most of them is Hall of Famers that I just named. Or fringe Hall of Famers. Come on, bro. Y'all gotta cut this out, bro. This been Who is Hendo with another video, man. I'm out. Peace.